he was the villain, the king, the most hated man in basketball, and then he became the champion. In 2010, LeBron James went from homegrown hero to basketball's public enemy #1, not because he committed a crime, not because he cheated the game, but because he left Cleveland. On national television, 7 words that set the internet on fire before setting the NBA ablaze.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
Fans burned his jersey, pundits ripped him to shreds. Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert wrote a petty open letter in Comic Sans, swearing LeBron would never win a title. Even legends like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson questioned his legacy. And for the first time, he wasn't the hero, he was the villain. But that villain was about to become the most terrifying force in basketball. The league saw LeBron not as a competitor anymore, but as a supervillain. The first season didn't go the way they wanted. The Heat lost in the 2011 finals to the Mavericks. LeBron averaged just 17.8 points per game, down almost 9 points from the regular season, the biggest drop-off in finals history. In crunch time, he faded. Game 4, he put up just 8 points. The criticism was relentless, and for the first time, questions about his legacy weren't whispers. They were headlines. So what did LeBron do? He didn't post a quote on Instagram. He didn't defend himself in the media. He got better. He worked on his post-game with Hakeem Olajuwon. He studied how to control the pace. He added strength. He came back as a different player in the 2011-12 season, sharper and more complete. That year, he averaged 27.1 points, 7.9 rebounds, and 6.2 assists on 53% shooting. He was named MVP for the 3rd time. The transformation was obvious to anyone watching. Rather than settling for jumpers, LeBron was now operating comfortably on the block. His footwork improved dramatically. His decision-making became even sharper. The player who sometimes deferred too much in Cleveland and who sometimes hesitated in that first year in Miami was gone. In his place stood a fully realized basketball force who understood exactly how to maximize his physical gifts. In the playoffs, when the Heat found themselves down 3-2 to the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, the narrative was starting to form again. LeBron can't win when it counts. Game 6, TD Garden, elimination game. The crowd was electric, and LeBron answered with one of the best performances of his life. 45 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, on 73% shooting. Just clinical basketball. The Celtics had no answer. Every time they tried to make a run, LeBron had a response. By halftime, he had 30 points and had effectively silenced the Boston crowd. This wasn't just a great game, it was a statement. LeBron wasn't going to let the Heat go down, not like this. Miami won Game 6 and then took Game 7 to advance to the finals. What made the Game 6 performance so remarkable wasn't just the numbers, but the mindset. There was no panic, no frustration, just an eerie calm as LeBron systematically took apart a championship-caliber defense. Against Oklahoma City, LeBron showed the same determination. He kept them alive, then led them past the Thunder in the finals. Finally, he was a champion and Finals MVP. The next season, he didn't slow down, he sprinted. In 2012-13, LeBron had arguably the most efficient season ever by a perimeter player. 26.8 points, 8.0 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 56.5% from the field. His true shooting percentage was 64%. He was in complete control of every possession, on both ends of the floor. February 2013 was ridiculous. He averaged 29.7 points on over 64% shooting that month, and the Heat rattled off 27 straight wins, the 3rd longest winning streak in NBA history. It was a stretch that felt inevitable. Every night you just expected Miami to win, and for LeBron to dominate. During this streak, the Heat overcame a 27-point deficit against Cleveland. They erased a 16-point deficit in Boston. They came back from 11 down in the 4th quarter against Orlando. No matter the situation, LeBron found a way to pull them through. MVP that season and fell just 1 vote short of becoming the first unanimous MVP in history. Miami finished 66-16, and in the finals, he met the Spurs in a tightly contested series. By Game 6, Miami was on the edge of elimination again, down 3-2 in the series. LeBron recorded a triple-double, including 16 points in the 4th quarter. Ray Allen hit the shot that saved the season, but it was LeBron who carried them to the finish line in Game 7. He scored 37 points, hit the dagger jumper, and was named Finals MVP again. 2 rings, back-to-back titles, and he had now played 99 games that season, all at an elite level. The 2013-14 season was still excellent, but the wheels on the Heat machine were starting to wear down. LeBron kept producing: 27.1 points, 6.9 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 56.7% from the field. He dropped a career-high 61 points against Charlotte in March, hitting 8 straight threes at one point. That night against the Bobcats wasn't just a great scoring performance. It was a perfect showcase of what Miami's LeBron had become. He scored from everywhere: in the post, from three, in transition, at the rim. He didn't force anything. He didn't need to. Every move had a purpose. Every shot was in rhythm. This was basketball at its most refined. But the team around him was aging. Dwyane Wade's knee issues limited him to just 54 games, and his scoring dropped to 19 points per game. Miami limped to the finals and lost to a Spurs team that played near-perfect basketball. LeBron still averaged 28.2 points on 57% shooting in that series. He was the only Heat player who looked ready for the fight. That offseason, LeBron made the decision to go back to Cleveland. 4 years, 4 finals, 2 championships, 2 MVPs. That's the Miami Heat LeBron resume. But it wasn't just about what he won. It was how he played. In Miami, he became a complete player, a smarter passer, an improved post scorer, and a better defender. He became someone who could take over a game without forcing anything. Before Miami, LeBron was often a perimeter-oriented player. But with the Heat, his game expanded. According to tracking data, LeBron's post-up frequency doubled from his Cleveland days. His efficiency in those situations ranked in the 89th percentile league-wide. He wasn't just scoring, he was creating advantages, drawing double teams, finding cutters, and making defenses constantly adjust. His basketball IQ, always impressive, reached new heights in Miami. He mastered the art of making the right read at the right time. He understood how to manipulate defenses with his eyes, looking off defenders to create passing lanes. He recognized patterns faster than anyone on the court. Miami's defensive system under Eric Spoelstra required precise rotations and constant communication. LeBron was the linchpin. When the Heat went to their aggressive trapping defense, it was often LeBron's recovery speed that made it work. He could blitz a pick and roll, force the ball out of the handler's hands, then recover to his original assignment before the offense could exploit the rotation. Few players in history have ever had that combination of basketball IQ and athletic ability. If Cleveland LeBron is raw athleticism and Lakers LeBron is longevity and wisdom, Miami LeBron is the perfect balance. He had the physical tools, the refined skills, and the urgency of a player chasing his first title. It showed in the numbers, it showed in the moments, and it showed in the results. Across 4 years in Miami, LeBron averaged 26.9 points, 7.6 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 1.7 steals per game. He shot 54% from the field. He made the All-NBA first team all 4 seasons. His player efficiency rating, PR, during those 4 seasons was consistently above 30, a mark that typically defines an all-time great season. His win shares per 48 minutes hovered around .300, nearly triple the league average. By any statistical measure, this was a player operating at the absolute peak of basketball excellence. So, how good was Miami Heat LeBron actually? He was the best player on the planet, at the height of his powers, facing the most pressure any player had ever dealt with. And he delivered. We often hear the phrase peak performance thrown around in sports conversations, but Miami LeBron wasn't just a peak. It was a plateau sustained for 4 remarkable years. It was the perfect intersection of physical prime, mental maturity, and situational urgency. It was basketball played at its highest level by one of the game's ultimate talents. No drama, just results.